technology is progressing at a rapid rate. In the world of science and technology, 10 years is a long time. It's hard to believe that some of these artifacts are millions of years old. In order to survive in the modern era, it's crucial that we understand what's going on around us and where our society is heading. Could they prove that we are not the only ones with advanced technology today? Let's check out some of these technologies and how they were used in the past. 11. Ancient Egyptian light bulb. This design has been proposed to be an ancient Egyptian light bulb. It is engraved in a crypt under the Temple of Hathor in Egypt. The object is designed to look like a light bulb with a round object at the bottom that could have been filled with oil. If this theory is true, then it would be one of the earliest examples of an electric light bulb, predating Thomas Edison's invention by some 2,000 years. The light bulb-like object engraved in a crypt under the Temple of Hathor in Egypt has been dated back to 2000 BC and has been speculated to be an ancient light bulb or a device that used such as an ancient lighthouse. This is not the only ancient technology that they seem to have created. According to an article by ZM Science, ancient Egypt was so advanced for its time, it's sometimes referred to as the cradle of civilization. 10. The Antikythera Mechanism. The Antikythera Mechanism is the oldest computer known to have existed. It was used by ancient Greeks in order to calculate everything from the date of a solar eclipse to the positions of stars and planets, and even lunar cycles. It is an early model of a mechanical device that appears to have been used for predicting planetary positions and eclipses. The device could be operated with a dial on its front surface, with pointers on it pointing out positions along with scales that allowed it to show how each position related to time intervals on another dial located on its back surface. The instrument's gears were powered by an internal mechanism of small weights, which spun as the pointer passed them at intervals controlled by the large gear on its back surface. The Antikythera mechanism has been dated between 150 BC and 100 BC. 9. Billion-year-old nuclear reactor. While on a routine excavation in a remote location, a team of archaeologists found something quite unexpected. They uncovered an ancient artifact that was emitting an electromagnetic field of about 100 millivolts. A nuclear reactor emits anywhere from 1 to 10 kilovolts, so this was evidence that the artifact was extremely old. The team also found evidence of recent tool marks on the surface of the object. They found the site of origin to have apparently functioned as a large-scale nuclear reactor that came into being 1.8 billion years ago and was in operation for some 500,000 years. The discovery of this ancient artifact led to a shocking revelation. The artifact had been dated back billions of years and was found to be an ancient nuclear reactor. The reactor was capable of converting organic materials into radioactive isotopes and had potentially been built by an intelligent civilization. 8. Old map showing Antarctica without ice. Map makers like Piri Reis, an Ottoman admiral and cartographer, were able to make maps centuries before the age of exploration. These map makers often relied on ancient maps to create their own copies. Some of these maps are still accurate today. However, there is one map that has attracted much attention because it depicts Antarctica without ice cover. Piri Reis was a Turkish admiral and cartographer who in 1513 drew the oldest known map of Antarctica, which depicts the coastline of Queen Maud Land. The map was drawn from Turkish and other sources. The Piri Reis map, now in the Topkapi Palace Museum in Istanbul, is a world map compiled in 1513 from 26 source maps, which are now lost. Most of these maps date back to the period of Ptolemy, which was around 150 AD. Why did this map show Antarctica not covered in ice? If Piri Reis was such an expert cartographer, how did he acquire this information? 7. 2,000-year-old seismograph. In the year 2000, a team of scientists from Beijing University discovered what they believe to be a 2,000-year-old seismograph. This sun compass was installed in Zhanghang's Imperial Observatory and used to measure earthquakes. In 132 AD, Zhang Heng created the world's first seismoscope. How exactly it works remains a mystery, but replicas have worked with a precision comparable to modern instruments. Recently, a seismologist from China's Earthquake Administration unearthed the old bronze artifact that could be used as an earthquake detector. Dated to be over 2,000 years old, the object was first found in Sichuan province in China. It is suspected that the team of scientists may have discovered one of the world's first earthquake detectors. 6. Ancient drill bit in coal. In a coal mine near the town of Hochstadt in der Donau, a group of miners found an ancient drill bit. The drill bit is about 20 centimeters long and has a diameter of 7 millimeters. The drill bit was made from high-quality steel and had been created in an advanced technological society which used to exist in Hochstadt. The discovery of an ancient drill bit embedded in coal has revealed that humans had advanced drilling technology long before we previously thought. Scientists say they found the round, sharp object at the bottom of a coal seam. 5. 100 million-year-old hammer. An old hammer found in London, Texas has scientists scratching their heads. The hammer is believed to be about 100 million years old, which is 400 million years younger than the first dinosaurs walked the earth. How did this tool end up in Texas? The discovery is so old, it predates the earliest primates who have been found by 35 million years. This discovery is the latest example in a string of fossil discoveries in places where they shouldn't exist. Scientists are still not sure how these ancient tools were created, but perhaps they point to an even greater mystery. The town of London in Texas is home to a rock formation that could be one of the oldest artifacts ever found. The hammer-like object has an inscription on it that seems to read London and is at least 100 million years old. It was uncovered in 1838 by Thomas Mitchell during his exploration of the region. 4. A million-year-old bridge. Adam's Bridge is the name given to the bridge that is said to have once connected India to Sri Lanka. The story behind this bridge is that it was built by Sri Lankan King Rama, who lived around 2200 BC. Was the bridge built more than 3 million years ago? The bridge is believed to have been built by human ancestors who lived during the Stone Age. The Adam's Bridge is an underwater archaeological formation connecting India and Sri Lanka. It is thought to be the remnants of an ancient, man-made stone bridge connecting the two countries. When it was first discovered, people were surprised by its age and possible advanced technology for the time. 3. 2.5 million-year-old spark plug. When archaeologists unearthed the Olympia skull in California, they found it to be the oldest human skull in North America. It was dated to 2.5 million years old and is one of the oldest human skulls ever discovered. The skull has a curious feature though, a spark plug in its eye socket. To this day, the origin of this artifact remains a mystery. The ancient artifact is made from a high-quality aluminum metal and resembles a modern-day spark plug. In the foothills of Northern California, archaeologists have found what may be the oldest spark plugs in the world. Archaeologist John Reed and his team uncovered a 2.5 million-year-old quarter-inch steel rod at a site called Olympia. The rod was embedded in a chunk of sandstone, and archaeologists believe it may have been used as an ancient spark plug to light fires. Or was it part of a more advanced technology? 2. 2.8 billion-year-old spheres. In 1926, two boys found two spheres in the sleepy town of Klerksdorp, South Africa. These spheres are made of a material that has yet to be identified. The spheres have been dated back to 2.8 billion years old, which raises some questions about how advanced their creators were. Researchers have long been perplexed by these spherical rocks, which were discovered in the small town of Klerksdorp, South Africa. It was first unearthed by miners and never given a second thought until 1977, when Dr. Wilson found more of them and became intrigued with their origins. Geologists, archaeologists, and other experts on Earth's history have been unable to explain how they were created or who made them. 1. The Thebaghdad Battery. The Thebaghdad Battery is a 2,000-year-old device that was discovered in Qujat Rabu in 1936. The Thebaghdad Battery, also known as the Parthian Battery and the Parthian Jar, is an intriguing find because it is one of the earliest known devices to successfully produce electricity. Some historians theorize that this battery could have been used to electroplate silver objects with gold or copper. This would also be an example of how ancient civilizations were developing complex technologies without being influenced by other cultures. Discovered in the ruins of Mesopotamia in 1939, it has puzzled archaeologists, scientists, and historians for decades. Some believe that it is evidence of an ancient electric battery. For years, there has been speculation about how they were used and why they were found buried together with pottery jars that contained traces of copper ore. Is the use of electricity older than we think? Stay tuned for more next time. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up icon. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications for new videos.